I've been here quite a few times. Yeah. So you haven't actually asked me that before. Why are you asking us now?
To see if you have an exemption.
Can we have a conversation with you, Mr. Rush?
Yeah, outside.
Cool.
Yeah. What do you do with it?
What do you mean?
You film me now?
I'm not filming you. Yeah, but you're open to the public, eh? You are open to the public, right?
Private property, man.
Yeah, but you're open to the public, right?
Private property.
Yeah, but you're open to the public.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you were going to have a conversation with us, weren't you? Well, are you open to the public, Eric?
Not you, I'm not.
Oh, okay. So you breach Section 21 of the Human Rights Act on a daily basis.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Would you have a conversation with us outside?
This is disrespect, mate.
What do you mean?
I come to your house, I'll obey your rules.
Is this your house?
Yes, this is my building.
So your house is open to the public?
This is my building, mate.
But your house is open to the public?
This is my whare.
My whare is not open to the public. It's invite only.
Well, this place is.
No, it's open to the public.
Exactly.
You're operating in your public capacity. That's the law, bro. Bro, Section 35 of the Crimes Act is ignorance of the law.
Private property.
No, we're not. We're on public property.
I've been in here quite a lot of times.
Yeah.
You're a gentleman here.
Yeah.
I'm quite free.
But you know the law. You don't have to show an exemption. There's no... Yeah. Like, what's changed?
Always.
You guys are blocking my door here.
Well, we asked you to come out here and have a conversation.
Listen, I've been in here since...
Like, I'm not coming in here to, like, ram rage you, bro. We're just trying to have a conversation.
Listen to me. All I'm asking for is respect.
Yeah.
That lady that came in before,
Yep.
she didn't show any respect. In my place, you give me respect, you're going to get that.
Cool.
But if you show disrespect,
Yeah.
you're going to get that.
Okay. So, respectfully,
Yeah.
nobody actually has to show their exemption. That's the law.
In my place.
But that's what it says.
You don't get hassled by all the old marketers coming up to me saying, I get that every day. So my thing is I'm going to ask people to show the exemptions.
Right, but the
If
mask...
they don't want to, well then...
The problem is a mask exemption card is only a communication tool. People can only have to say, I'm exempt. That's enough. That's the law. And that's fine for anything that's open to the public. If this was your whare and you're operating in your... hang on. If it was your whare purely operating in a private capacity, not open to the public, only invite only, but it's not. You're open to all the public.
This is my whare.
You're subject to Section 21 of the Human Rights Act under public legislation. Hey Eric, we'll just focus on this conversation, mate.
Get him out of here.
Sorry?
Don't you touch my wife.
I didn't touch you.
Hey Eric, don't threaten them.
He touched me.
Eric, don't threaten them, mate. Come on.
Look, he's not going to have a go with my wife.
Come on, bro.
You want me to put up with it?
Push back a bit, okay? All right, fair enough. But look, all we're trying to do is get things right. This isn't right. Right? You're open to the public. You're subject.
You didn't take anybody's right away.
But you are.
In what way?
But you are.
Following rules.
Look, let me explain it. If you want to come in here so I can explain it to you, that's fine.
She approached me.
Don't do it.
That's right.
Look, the difference is, Eric, with your house, you can make whatever rules you like. It's not your house, though. It's a New World franchise open to the public. Which means but it's subject to Section 21 of the Human Rights Act. No, it's not. The public can come and park here.
So you can come and ride over my human rights.
No, bro. This isn't a private household only. It's not a private household only operating in a private capacity. No, it's not, bro. It's a new world where the public shop at.
Who pays the rent here?
Hey,
Who pays the rent?
it's personal property. There's a difference between personal property and private
I'm paying
property.
rent.
Yes, it is.
I've got the right to say who comes in and who doesn't.
All right, so that means you can go and say that park yard can't come in here, all sorts, eh? You can just...
We've had a talk.
All right, that's cool. We just clarified that.
What's your name, bro?
Brett.
No, you're not.
Brett.
I beg your pardon, I'm just standing here, I've got nothing to say about it.
Yeah, I liked you better before all this nonsense, mate.
I'm not even going to speak to
Well,
go
no,
shopping.
the whole, you're making it up.
Right. It's an exemption.
No, you're not going.
Can I tell you, hey Eric,
Are you going to treat everyone else like
Eric,
this? I don't.
can I
this is the
tell
first
you
time
something
I've-
about the mask, respectfully?
But I haven't done
Right,
anything wrong.
so under safety standard ASNZ 1715. Oh, but here's the
No,
thing,
you're not
wearing
going
it.
either, mate.
Hey,
Because you just approached my wife.
But I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. I beg your pardon?
so you're going to ban her from the group because they're standing together.
I didn't do anything. I'm just standing here and I'm about to go in.
Gotta feed your
Why
family.
can't I go in? I want to shop. I come all the way from Whangarei to
Yeah,
shop.
there's a shop over there. Where you
I
go?
like this place.
Knock
I want to
yourself
go
out.
here. I like your shop.
You ain't coming in.
It's not fair.
Mate,
You're so unfair.
would you appreciate these rules if they were race-based?
What does it got to do?
Would you accept that? Would you accept that as, yeah, but if these say, well, you are, you're discriminating
Don't
based
play a
on
race
belief.
card with me.
But you are, you're discriminating based on
I have
belief.
not disrespected
It's
you
belief.
and I want to go in.
Right, that's stupid.
I have
It
not
is a belief.
disrespected you.
Your mask, your N95 mask
spent
does
the
not
last 2
protect
minutes
you from
shouting at me.
biological microorganisms.
Oh, because I'm
It's a
annoyed at
particulate
you.
mask, bro. It's a particulate mask, mate.
What's respectful about that?
Policies in the company.
Yes,
Policies we're gonna
that's fine. That's fine. You're allowed to have policies, but they can't breach standing legislation. They do. They breach standing legislation, bro. Right? There is a difference between private property and personal property.
This is getting nowhere, guys.
We're trying to have a conversation, but one side's not
I think
listening.
we're absolutely getting
And
somewhere.
What's the problem?
I don't want to
Hey,
wear
hey,
a
settle
mask.
down,
Monkeys
settle down.
you do. I have to wear one.
No, you don't. That's the thing. You don't.
You don't.
You
I
don't.
see thousands of people a day that breathe on me. Of course I want to
But
wear
here's
a
the
mask.
thing, the mask is an N95 particulate mask. It protects you from dust particles and other things. Under ASNZ safety standard 1715, which he knows.
Say that we have to wear a mask.
It's not about what politicians say, it's what the science says. It says on the box,
If they tell us
ASNZ.
that we have to wear a mask, that's what we're doing.
It depends on your interpretation of the legislation and the safety standards. The safety standards themselves say the mask doesn't protect you from biological microorganisms. So it's pointless.
And it's like us wiping everybody trolley in that. There was no use either.
Yes,
You know,
because
like,
all you're doing is creating more rubbish. That's all you're doing. That's why we're having this conversation. It says it on the box.
I honestly...
You only have to read what's on the box for the masks. They don't protect you from biological microorganisms. It says it in the safety
Yeah,
standard.
yeah, I believe you. You know, I don't...
Of course, I would show you the relevant safety
The
standard.
whole
I've given
thing
you the
is
number.
that this is what we have to do. So
But
we're
it's
doing
but
it.
it's not. It's right there in the legislation. You don't have to do it. It even says it when you go and get a mask exemption. This is not a valid
So
card.
why are all the workers in Countdown wearing masks? at
Because
Pick
they
and
think
Pay?
they have to.
Yeah, but this is what the government has led us to believe.
That's why I'm here to have the conversation to pull down the bullshit.
I know, but it's
It's
coming.
not anything
It's
I have
coming.
against you.
Perth's got rid of their masks. It's coming. We
But
followed
why don't you just do it
a
now?
sheet, like
The
every-
owner's right there. We've told you about the safety standard to look at. ASNZ safety standard
We've got to go through
1715.
protocol with foodstuffs because it's their call. We have to follow what they say because we come under the umbrella.
But all you have to do to food stuff is give them that argument, and then they go and turn around and give that argument to the person that's put that on them. That's how we've got people out of the mandates and the masks, by asking the question, having these conversations. If we're just going to put a wall up and go, no, I don't.
Everything with the government. So
Yeah,
where
I
are you
agree.
going to stop and start with them? Because it's everything. It's not just this.
Right here, and we go right here, and we go from there. Because this shouldn't be
Stuff
happening.
they put in the food. You know, we shouldn't be more concerned about that.
Well, we're concerned,
Government's letting it
but
happen.
each thing one step at a time. Like, we need to start having these conversations, otherwise this country's going to keep being
food
turned
and all
into.
that, what they put in the food and presentation and all
I
that sort of
I
stuff
think
is
there's lots of
unbelievable.
conversations that we need to
Yeah,
have.
well, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Well, I could have, you know, I
Do you want a hug?
yeah.
Unless you want to talk about it.
Right. So,
Good on you for talking about it.
See, that easy. Didn't mean to stress you out, but
No. If you come in tomorrow with your exemption around your neck,
would you be happy for me to show you the safety standards and how these things are? So you can turn around the food stuff and tell food stuff, this is ridiculous. Why are we creating more waste? Why am I having to
I've asked
spend
that
more money?
question many times, man.
Well, I mean, I could give you the safety standard that literally says on the box that they don't protect you from biological
They've
microorganisms.
made the rule for us, so we're just trying to tailor.
But they could take that rule away if you ask a simple question. That
Don't worry, we've been asking. You think we like wearing these things? Far out, mate. We're going to wear these things 10 hours a day.
Okay, you know what the great thing is? There's businesses and people like us who have said no right from the start, and we're still fine. I mean, I'm going to get rid of one case on June, but no problem. No problem.
No, all of us are for just people show respect. If they can wear it around there, that'd be so easy for us.
Some people have been showing us on the phone.
Yeah, but I'd never do that because I know from the communications.
Some people cannot use,
I know that, but because of what I've looked into, I know that you never had to show it. It's a principle thing for me. I'm a bastard. Like if I know I don't have to do something, I won't do it.
That's your opinion.
Well, that's the fact, though. I mean, it's right on the box where those things come out of. It doesn't protect you from a biological microorganism. And so when I see that, I go, why should I then have to show an exemption? If everybody else has been forced to use this, it's just a rubbish one. Yeah.
We want to celebration. We're not the mask police.
No, as he said,
we don't want any of that.
11-hour shift, man.
Yeah, but you see, that's where I would say to you, you don't have to.
Yeah. But we got to do it for the people. We got to do it for people around us. If you think about it, people are coughing. It does make sense, but I get it. You don't have to wear it.
That's fair, and that's a good point. That's what protects the people from biological microorganisms, which does.
Look, man, I've lost people, my family, so I know it's serious.
Yeah,
people have different beliefs on it. I've lost family, like for real. I haven't even seen them when I was here. Borders were closed. So I totally believe in this thing. And if wearing the mask makes a difference, I'll do it.
And look, if it did, maybe I would too. But the reality is it doesn't.
Yeah.
Like the box on like I would wear that if I was cutting concrete and creating dust and all that stuff. That's what it's for. It's a particulate. Yeah. But biological microorganisms, they're like 150 nanometers. Yeah.
But he showed me anyway. So he showed me his exemption.
So yeah, this is cool. Probably should have come in better than this, but we've had a pretty respectful conversation. I'm going to have to apologise for saying distinct things about Mr. Rush. At least he listens better than some other people I've come in contact with. But hey, you know what? You know what this shows? We need to start having more conversations and maybe coming in with the willingness to have the conversation. See everyone.
She said, I'm going.